Watermelon rind, that's the secret to a low water garden. I am putting this watermelon rind around my seedlings because obviously it has moisture. Animals will come and pick at the watermelon rind, and my garden will be stronger and more fertilized as a result of it. You know, I use watermelon rind for everything. Actually, it's a miracle food. So I put some watermelon down there. I'm going to put some more over here on this side, and then I will cover it with dirt. Okay. So you can see the little corn peeking up through my mulch here. So putting these in the way. Corn strong enough where it will get past all that. It will not be a problem for this corn. You see? But this will give me a little extra water. Funny how this corn came up on different days. So weird. Okay, so I'm just throwing it out there. And there's regular. There's some more corn coming up there. Okay. This will actually create a little heat here, because this is not the warmest spot out there. And then we'll put some over here where we're going to put our pumpkin. That is where our pumpkin patch is going, right there. Amish pie pumpkins. Okay, I'm going to one-hand this, so the camera's going to be shaking. See that dirt there? This is my technique. I'm just, you know, just kind of putting it on there. Dusting it with that, and I will keep this up as it grows. These are banana peelings. My mother likes to freeze bananas, and I get the peelings for the garden. I'm going to take these peelings and just spread them around this new bed of corn, just like that, and then we're going to go get some dirt. And I'm going to put that on top of that. So as the corn gets taller, these banana peels it takes them like 2 weeks to become dirt. And that'll be just in time for these lovely corn to get that boost of energy. Right next to the corn patch, watching everything, is a little ruby-throated male sparrow. While he has his breakfast, he can't help but be slightly curious about what I'm doing. He is oblivious to the corn seed and the small corn plants. Bye for now. Then a little peck of sparrows enter the space where I have planted watermelon rind. As they're walking around and pecking, occasionally you'll see them peck into a watermelon rind and get a little water. And that is keeping my baby pumpkin seed, squash seed, and corn seed completely safe. See how they avoid the corn seedling and go looking for all of the fun stuff I've left them in the soil? This is my second peanut and pumpkin pot, and this is what I'm putting in this pot. I'm going to put these peanuts in. 3 of these came back from the seed that I planted last year. So far I've got 3 peanut plants that came back from last year, this one, so I'm pretty excited about that. And so I want to put out more of these so I can get me a carpet of peanuts. And then I'm going to plant Long Island cheese. I didn't get any. I planted these last year and I got tons of flowers and no pumpkin. So I'm going to try a different spot and see if I can get some of these Long Island cheese pumpkins. And I'm going to try Mortgage Lifter again. Planted these a few different years. Never got anything because of the nematodes. I only get little small tomatoes. So I'm hoping to get some big ones out of that. And then finally, organic Jimmy Nardello peppers. I got quite a few. Well, I got quite a few peppers out of this last year. They were so sweet, and I had to share them with the garden. So, you know, with the animals in the garden. So I am going to plant more of these this year. I have them in my previous pot. I'm going to plant some more. I think I might even go as much as 10 of these plants. Because let me see, what do they say? They're 24 inches tall, and they say space them 2 feet apart. Well, I could never do that. So, but I can give them 1 foot each, which is fine with them because I planted them from seed last year, and they were like 3 inches apart, and they did fine. The peanuts in a circle around the outside, and now I'm going to put some others in the center. Now I'm putting the Nardellos all in the center. It kind of, when you plant them in a pot like this, the seed will come up wherever they want to. So I'm just hopeful that I've given myself some kind of edge there. So those are in the middle. I got this from another seed saver, and you see she put her seeds on this little paper towel. So I'm just going to plant that. I'm not going to separate it. I'm just going to put those right there on the outside of the peanut. And lastly, we'll put the pumpkin. I'm going to cluster the pumpkin in the center. I only want 3 of this particular pumpkin because last year it didn't give me any fruit. So the Amish pie pumpkin gave me fruit last year, so I want bunches of those, but that'll do it. Now cover this up with soil. Decided I'll add 3 runner beans to this, see how that goes. So where can I plant my runner beans? Well, I'll plant them in the inside with the pumpkin seed. And there we go. Now we'll top her with soil. Kellogg Organic All Natural Garden Soil. That's what I used. Dump it in there. Just watering this in here. You see I got the hose kind of dripping because I want to concentrate where I planted. Once, because this is nice compost from last year, once it's good and wet, it'll keep the moisture. Let's go in here. Just planted this one out. Soil already had moisture in it. So just adding a little more. In Southern California, you want some large chunks in your soil. I know some of you guys were like, oh, she put a lot of seeds in that pot. And you see the pumpkin is about to get its second leaf. I'm trying to show it to you. First one's pretty satiated there, but there, right there, the second leaf is coming up. The okra, they were struggling because I put way too much water in this pot to germinate the rest of the seeds, but they're getting their color on now. Okra can take a little water, so I didn't take them out. And that's peanuts right there. That is a peanut coming up. I want to show you the way the peanuts burst. They burst on the scene. You would think they were this huge tree. They come up with all of these. Moringa is in the peanut family, and it comes up like this too. Very, very strong. But moringa is a huge tree. The peanut just acts like it is. You see this mound of soil that's coming up here? That's being forced up by a peanut. Yeah, that peanut is taking the soil like that. Now I've got another one here that I'm trying to show you. See that little leaf set there? I don't know what that one is, but it must be attractive to something because the leaf has been eaten halfway down. I will have many more of these. Those are just the first leaf to set. I don't know which one it is. I'm hoping it's the rhubarb. It's definitely not pepper. So I'm guessing it's the first rhubarb to come through. And that's where my little pot is today. Oh, the rest, I did good. These are old pumpkin seed. These are from last year. And I thought I was just gonna get that one, which I was grateful to. But I got this one, and I think that's a pumpkin right there too. So, did good with the pumpkin. These are my Amish pie pumpkin. Ooh, they're so good. Hopefully this year, I'll be blessed. I'm supposed to have these in the ground by June, and it is mid-May. Whoa. Right. It's time to start planting out some stuff out of this pot. First thing I'm planting is these pumpkin here. Yeah, the pumpkin, you want to get them while they're little. It's just easier for them. And I'm sticking this trowel down in here and lifting out the pumpkin there. I'm gonna go back in with my hands and take. So there are the roots on her, still in my hand. You can see the peanuts have come out of the shell, and there's some okra there as well. So there's the star of the show, and I'm gonna just cart these guys over here as gentle as I can be with them. Okay, now this is my gardening technique here. I got my little plant here. I'm just gonna trowel in here, just like that, not really much to it. There are other plants that will come up in the shade. I hit the rocks, some plant growing in the rocks. And as soon as I get that to hit the rocks, I just put soil around it. Yep, that's it. That's the soil it's been growing in all this time. And I heal up as it grows. So there we go. I'm gonna do that 3 more times. And all the dirt I put out so far, but this right here will definitely go in there. And if I need another one, I'll put another one. Now I'm just gonna water everything in so that they don't, you know, I think water just helps with stress. So we had a little light, we had a heavy dew today, so that's pretty good. I'm just gonna give everybody a drink of this joy juice from the Lord. Maybe it'll tell them which way to grow those roots. Plant it in nicely. This is not much water, but hey, they should think it's better than nothing. This is Southern California. Thank you for watching. Watered it in, and you see all of the watermelon is exposed again. I'm going to keep on covering until I'm covered up all the watermelon. That will mean that my hill is high enough to sustain these, and they're basically growing hydroponically in rock here, guys. There's a long ways to the earth, so we'll see how well this goes. Maybe this year, watermelon and corn and pumpkin. Pretty amazing.